Shalom, mashallah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chadash. Double honors to beloved elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. While peace and salutations to all you hopefully Lektakim out there laboring that are pushing this word and truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, and I'm doing this lesson, based on the video that I'm about to show you, which is just another up to date experiment or info that was released on the experiments that Kill Gates is doing. Similar to if brothers were aware of what was going on in the jabs called luciferase. Luciferase is a bioluminescent, how do you say, chemical that they take from so-called nature, which different animals that have bioluminescence like fireflies, and they inject that so that they can, that's why people's veins are glowing blue and in ultraviolet lights, and black lights, so without further ado, I will say this as a disclaimer. This is not medical information. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to this video, nor is this medical information or advice. This is fair under the Fair Use Act, etc. Brothers, the lingo. Just Lord willing that this lesson can be able to be uploaded, without getting flagged, because this is good information. So I'm going to go ahead and start it.
A literal QR code. You will be marked. This lasts, again, for years, perhaps permanently. And this will be used as a biological vaccine passport system where you won't use your phone. You won't use the QR code on your phone to enter the store and travel. You will use your wrist where this material is embedded in your body. And so this is very dangerous vaccine platform that they try and roll out at a wide scale. So first in 2019, Gates funded a study for the original development of these quantum dot implants. So it's a microneedle patch array. So it's got a bunch of mini needles. It's like a Band-Aid. You put it on your wrist, it dissolves, and it installs these quantum dot materials that last for at least 5 years. So they developed that in 2019. Now in 2025, Gates funded another study that shows just how advanced now this technology has become. It is advancing at a very fast pace. Now these microneedle patches can install literal quantum dot QR codes that can be read with AI with specialized cameras and decoded to store batch information, lot number, how many doses you received. This is planned for wide-scale deployment for another pandemic. A literal
So as you can see, this is exactly what we've been talking about, ever since, the rollout of a lot of the information of what was going on and in these jabs, which we know is all these technology and so-called experimental advancements that Esau has by doing his different, deep search. It's all marching towards the MOT to the B, the mark of the beast. And this is just the AI overview for that luciferase that I mentioned. This is a generic term for the class of oxidative enzymes that produce bioluminescence, visible light in nature, found in organisms like fireflies, deep sea fish, and fungi. The enzyme works with catalyzing the oxidation, etc., etc. So it's just saying it's a light that can be produced, naturally in living creatures, and you can do more information on it, but this is something that we mentioned that they were doing when you were able to see that people's veins be glowing, Devil short time. I don't know why this was 12 and 12. I was just there. So this is Revelation 12 and 12. This is therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell therein. Et Salakia, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, meaning deceiver, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And we see Esau Edom moving quicker now more than ever. And the fact that he's rapidly been blessed technologically. So we know that as a telltale sign, because this cave beast doesn't do anything more than what the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai has given him in terms of technology being advanced at a quick pace like it has. Because we have to realize this is the basest of man. He is a caveman, nor is he able on his own, without divine intervention, divine help, which he has been receiving only to fulfill prophecy, to do all these great wonders, technologically. And that's why he's ultimately pushing for a technocracy. Here, let's look at that word, technocracy. Technocracy definition. Technocracy is a system of governments where decision-making power is delegated to technical experts such as scientists, engineers, and economists. Rather than elected politicians, policies are formulated based on empirical data, efficiency, and scientific reasoning, with the goal of depoliticizing societal challenges and optimizing the public good. So, AKA, they're just doing it based off, technology and this falsely so-called science, which is going to be a digital world, not just a world ruled by so-called people voting, which is a democracy, so he thinks that he's going to be able to, this man Esau Edom and the elites, because the average everyday Shmo Joe Edomite on the street doesn't know, at all what's going on, and you have to realize, Salaki, I'm looking for this, and what here it is. Salakia. And what he has put together is not going to be something that he's going to be able to pass on to the generational wealth. And the average everyday Edomite doesn't know at all what's going on, because they're a part of the same class. Useless eaters, goyim, people that are going to be ultimately part of the mass unaliving of this world. Salakia. As Esau, says that this world is overpopulated. And if you've were around, even 3-4 years ago, I think it's more than that now, when the Georgia Guidestones mysteriously got blown up, it says to keep humanity under 500 million. That's cutting more than 90% of the current population, which is astronomical catastrophe would have to happen. But this is what this man intends to do. As the phoenix rises from the ashes, he thinks that he has next, or these other heathen nations think that this man's going to destroy himself, and he thinks the Asians are going to be up next, which will be falsely so called, but they're going to be the Moabites, the Chinese, or the other Edomites, the Russians. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be Yashar Allah ruling next under Yahweh Yahweh Shai, King David, the apostles, and the 144,000 elect. So this is a message to the wicked. Job 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And this is the joy of the hypocrite. Esau thinking that he's ultimately been in this position. He's going to stay in this position. He's comparing himself to be the greater good. No, man, this man is the greater evil of the rulerships that could be ever happening on this earth. And evidence in history proves it. Verse 6, Job 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Reference to Obadiah. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? This is not something that's going to be missed. When you flush your toilet, you don't miss whatever you flushed. You don't cry over the toilet after you hit the little handle, man. No, this man is going to be rejoiced when this disease is cut off. But this is I'm going to jump over to, I believe it's 27. Yep, this is Job 20 and 27. It says, Yep, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, because everything that he is doing is unnatural. It's unnatural to the bodies that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has created us in. As scriptures say, there's one flesh of beast, one flesh of fish, and one flesh of man. You know, one flesh of the fowl, you know, the birds, you know, etc. But this man wants to combine all these genetic materials and put them in you. Make new animals, get rid of animals that don't need to be eaten, and 3D print meat out of a printing machine, you know, and that's going to be the new goy slop for you. You know, that's what this man ultimately wants done. You know, and I have some more here. I believe it's Revelation 11. Here we go. Here we go. This is Revelation 11:18. The nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, which are all Israelites, and them that fear thy name, which are also Israelites, small and great, and shouldest destroy them. This is the point. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And that's why ultimately that physician coming to cut off a long disease is Yahushai coming to take out the power and rulership that Esau Edom intends to do, which we go to the scripture all the time, but Revelation 13-16, you know, that's what he is ultimately, you know, pushing for the new world order. And I'm going to just read this straight to the point. Revelation 13-16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know, we know that this is the major, one of the last couple major prophecies that we are looking for to come to pass, to know that the end is near. So when you see this carnal physical mark, this carnal physical thing that is going to be pushed worldwide for you to be able to be a functioning person of society, you know, based on facts and statistics and, you know, flock cameras and AI data and a technocracy, you ultimately will be extradited, you know, and ostracized from society if you do not comply. You know, and this is why we constantly push this subject, because you have to prepare your spirit, your mind, your loved ones, your family, your friends, anybody that will listen to understand this time that's coming, and that you can get the blood off your hands by warning them. You know, so Lord willing that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rachachadash, and double honors to beloved elders and the apostles of the great millstone that taught me this truth. While peace and salutations to all you Hope for Life talking about, they're laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.